Headed through the jungle, and we've got a customer who says the house is hot. We're going to see what we come up with. Heil. I can hear it buzzing, but it ain't running. So we're going to see what we find. High efficiency. Yeah, sure. Now get this. See how that duct is? Guess where the coil access is? All the way back there. So even if I thought I might be frozen, I can't get there to prove it. Alright, so we've found the breaker not feeding power properly, and went ahead and reset the breaker, and it came back on again. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but the square D breakers sometimes don't like to reset completely. And a trick that one of the old school techs had told me was to disconnect the breaker, take it off of power, and then reset it and hook it back up again. He said, or what he said, sounded like it's similar to how a GFI will not reset. Found that kind of interesting. But if you disconnect it and then reset the breaker, it'll work. Where, like a GFI, you unplug your device, reset it, then plug it back in, where it won't reset with the device plugged. So system's cooling fine, and it just looks like it was a fluke breaker reset issue. I told the customer that it seemed like it could be an issue that may return, and that it might be a good idea to go ahead and replace the disconnect if it were to happen again. And kind of surprisingly to me, she said go ahead and replace it now. And so I'm in the process of replacing it, and we will show you what the condition of it was. It's a very good thing that she decided to go ahead and replace it, because I had no real reason to take the breaker out until after, I was going to replace the disconnect. And it's a pretty, serious issue once we got it taken off. Thought you might enjoy that. Disconnects don't usually weather very well over the years. The ground screw is basically seized into the cabinet, and so I ended up just cutting that off once I got the disconnect off of the wall. That makes sense. I don't know if you guys can see that, but this lug here is in real bad shape, and that one there is dark as well. See? Not very pretty. That is healthy, isn't it? If you couldn't see very well, the black wire was actually skinned close to the white sheathing for the wire, and I guess we got lucky that it wasn't arcing over to ground. If we look at that, that's also super healthy right there. Sorry, I was trying to get a better view and ended up knocking the camera off the top of the unit. Let's get it situated again and continue on. This video is already too long, so I'm going to cut some of this out and save you the boredom. This is for you, Nicholas. Normally I would wrap electrical tape around the white wire to color it black, but I'm fresh out, so a little Sharpie marker ought to do the trick. Well, ran inside to turn the breaker on, system fired right up. I appreciate you spending time with me replacing another disconnect. Hope you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. And we will look forward to giving you something more entertaining on the next one.